So we've done it. Monster long runs are in the bank, pushed through the toughest training block of this whole prep, and now it's that weird spot called the taper. 2 or 3 week period where we're supposed to do less to become more. To be honest, for me, I start to feel a bit sluggish, start questioning the training. So today we're going to talk about the secret weapon to not just survive in this taper but thriving in it. Active recovery. We'll cover the facts, the why behind it, why it's so important, how it can really push you forward with your ultramarathon prep, and how I've been using it. It's been a question of just finding what's worked for me, and that's what I'm going to share here. I'm no expert, but I'm hoping that what I've found out during my prep will help you during yours. And if you are enjoying this content, like, subscribe, do all the things that just help the channel out, help me creating these videos and giving it purpose, so thank you. So it's about absorption, not addition. You've already done everything that you can. You can't gain any significant aerobic fitness in the last 2 to 3 weeks. The entire purpose of the taper is to allow your body to absorb all that hard work. This is when your magic happens. Your muscles repair, your glycogen stores supercompensate, and your nervous system finally gets a break. And during ultramarathon prep, that nervous system really takes a battering. Think of your training like building a house. The taper is when you let the concrete set. If you keep messing with it, you'll just end up with a weaker foundation on race day. The thing about active recovery is it just keeps your head in the game. It can be such a shock to the system when you've been training hard and you just do a hard cut. Just doing some light activity can kind of help manage anxiety in the lead up to race day. It reminds your brain and your body we're still athletes, we're just preparing. If any of you deal with a really rubbish mood when you're tapering, you're not alone, because I find myself in exactly that spot. I may have gone and done it. I may have pushed myself a bit too hard at exactly the wrong time that you're not meant to. 8 days out from the longest run I've ever done. Months and months of prep. One little instant of training, maybe when I should have been taking it easy, and now I can't bend down to touch my toes because my back hurts. I'm just hoping that I've done everything I can to build the strength and the resilience that this back pain just disappears within the next few days, and that this back pain doesn't haunt me now. This was my body saying, now you have to slow down. I think maybe it was already telling me that and I didn't listen to it, and now it has forced me to slow down. So, lessons learned and noted, body. Hiya. Hi.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm in a much better mood today.
I mean,
Okay.
I felt your pain.
Yeah.
Right? I obviously you're going to be like that. What the hell have I done?
Yeah.
Panic. Right, I was just like that.
I know. Your messages help so much, and Kate's been amazing as well, because I get myself into a bit of a hole. I think the problem is like I've been in such good condition, like for last year really.
Yeah.
I did my set, and immediately it just felt like the bottom of my back was like swollen up, and it just went into I couldn't do anything. Even when I had all of my back problems, I never had it like suddenly kick in like that. But I do feel really positive with how it doesn't feel great in the morning. It has noticeably got better today. Like before, just trying to bend down like that.
Yeah.
It was just like I couldn't do it.
That's why I was trying to say to you, don't try not to panic. I know it's hard, but you know, all the time you're sort of panicking is going into your system.
Yeah, that's right.
So you've done the right thing, like shut back.
No, I think
You sure?
yeah, that's fine. So this is my plan for the taper. Keep some running, but make it zone 1, zone 2. I don't want to stop running entirely, just cut my volume by 50%, but keep a few short, very easy runs in the schedule. So like 20, 30 minutes at a pace where I can hold like a full conversation. Probably 40 minutes max. Zone 1, 2 to 10 on the effort scale. The goal of these runs isn't fitness, it's just neuromuscular. It's just to remind your legs of the motion of running. If you're breathing hard, you're doing it wrong. This should feel ridiculously easy. It's embracing low impact. So swimming is a great one and something that I've been getting into more recently. Easy cycling on a stationary bike. Things that just take the pressure away from your joints are like a godsend. Walking, hiking, anything that just keeps your body moving, keeps your body active, is just the thing that you should be doing. And it's the thing that I will be doing in these last few days before the ultramarathon. I don't want to just sit on the sofa to allow all of my joints and my muscles to get kind of stiff, which will probably only impact stress in the long run.
How does that feel?
That's good.
Good. And then come back up for me. Right. So then what I want you to do this time, we're going to add the same arm as the back leg up towards the ceiling. Yes. So I want you to think here, what we're getting is lateral flexion. So try and bring your bicep towards your ear. Yes. So really almost feel that you're almost trying to send your ribs out to my hand here. So more, yes, like that.
Yeah.
Good. How does that feel?
That's good.
Feels
I remember when we tried this the first time and I couldn't balance at all doing that.
Exactly. Yeah. So keep your arm low because you want to think we're trying to keep lateral flexion here, which is that bend.
Yeah.
Right, so if you lift your arm up, you're going to affect that a little bit. Yes, that's it. That's it. Upright. Try and bring yourself back a smidge like you're sitting over this 8 space between your vertebrae as you're coming down. You know, I used to teach something similar in Pilates and I'd almost say I want you to feel like you're trying to not snag your t-shirt on a fence as you're coming through. Get like a bit of flexion here, more through here. How will you get more flexion there? Yes, that's it. The knee stays forward, you drive forward into correct. So you don't use your back to come up.
Yeah, perfect.
And I would definitely do that on both sides.
Good.
That's it. And you want now, you're going to send your weight forward a smidge, so you may feel the heel is going to lift a little bit, but you're going to drive the foot into the ground to come back up. If you feel, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe I could just do that again, message me.
Well, I tell you what, I think Louisa might have saved the day because I feel absolutely fantastic after that session. Not just physically, but also just mentally. I think it's knowing that you've got someone great in your corner who has knowledge, who can do the right things to kind of put your mind at ease and your body at ease. Just go over a few little movements that I can do now with an action plan this week. We did some soft tissue work on my back, on my legs. There's quite a lot of tension in my calves, so we went through that as well. And then just worked through my glutes and my lower back, and it has put my mind at ease massively. I kind of know what to do now, what I feel I should do and what I can do. So very grateful for that session. So now I think it's probably time to have a coffee and some lunch or something. Mindset has been shifted Positive mentality has been restored. That's partly thanks to my partner Kate for dealing with my grumpiness, and Louisa for being an absolute pro and just sorting me out. And Operation 50 Mile Ultramarathon is back on track, I feel. So, number one job during the taper is to listen to your body. Doing a little less is always better than doing a little too much. It is better to be 10% undertrained than 1% overtrained on race day. So I'm going to do a little 5k, which will allow me to feel how my back is feeling. It'll let me feel how my shoes are feeling. Apparently feeling all the feels today. So I'm looking forward to this. I've had a few days off. It's just going to be one quick run. I might do a quick run tomorrow. 4 days out from the ultra marathon, so we're not messing about anymore. We're keeping it chilled, keeping my body fresh and nice, making sure we don't overdo anything. So here we go. I think mobility is a superpower. So any amount of stretching and sort of yoga type static stretching you can do will really help. Foam rolling, sort of just keeping your body moving, keeping your joints moving, sitting down and crossing your legs. Like a year ago I couldn't even cross my legs. Just by doing stretching in the morning, it has unlocked that kind of thing in my hips and my back that allow me to cross my legs. I do think that mobility training as well will be a massive preventative in a problem that might start to occur in a 50-mile marathon. So now it's listening louder than ever about my body. It's making sure that if I'm waking up tired, I'm really resting, and any active training that I'm doing is just super low impact. Okay, so I have come out for my taper run today. It is absolutely grim. It is so horrible outside that you can see like just the water like streaming down the hill, and it's easing off a little bit. So I'm gonna get going actually, because I think this might be my one window that isn't too horrible. I think this is the window to take. So here we go. Probably the last taper run of the prep. Maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. This isn't exactly what I had in mind for my final run of the taper. I suppose this is quite good practice for the 50 mile if conditions aren't perfect, because this is far from ideal. But we're here and we're out, and I'm still enjoying myself, to be honest. I'm just glad that my back feels good, my body feels good. I'm taking it nice and chilled this week, which is exactly what I was meant to do. And actually, if one thing this run has shown me is that if the weather is like this, and it's rainy and wet and windy and horrible, I've actually got the right kit to go with it. I've got my waterproof cap, I've got my windbreaker that's just water resistant, but it allows me to breathe, and my shoes feel good too. One of my biggest takeaways from today is something that Louisa said about respecting the challenge that you set yourself. It's very easy to go all guns blazing, like for example, picking an ultra marathon. You think, okay, I'm just going to run, I'm going to get strong, I'm going to keep running, I'm going to run. Just keep running, build my strength. But then there comes a point where you have to recover, you have to eat well, you have to sleep. All of those things have to play a part in the respect that you show the challenge and the event. I think I thought I was doing all those things until we hit the end of last week, where my body has clearly just gone, no. The whole tapering period where you pull back on training before an event is something not to take lightly, and I think in hindsight it's all so simple and makes so much sense. And even I was telling myself, yeah, you taper and you pull back on the exercises, pull back on the running load, all that kind of stuff. So I knew these things, but I didn't really respect the discipline it takes to really do that. In actual practice, I didn't activate that moment where I needed to rest properly. So that's a good learning curve for me, a big old lesson that I've had to learn. And my body has done me a solid because it didn't give out on me a couple of days before the event. It gave out on me 8 days before the event, and even saying the word giving out, it didn't really give out, it's just given me a little warning sign. It's just popped the brake on for a second, and I have time to fix it. I have time to acknowledge it, and I have time to rest. The moment I was cursing my body when my back went should have been a moment of gratitude that actually my body gave me exactly what I needed at exactly the right time, and it's done everything it can to make sure that I'm ready for this running event. That bit of over fatigue that kicked in that I thought was going to jeopardize the running event has actually potentially saved it. So the taper is not about sitting on the sofa for 2 weeks, and it's absolutely not about panic training. It's a strategic period of active recovery designed to get you to the start line at 100%. Trust your training, embrace the rest, and use this active recovery sessions to keep your body and mind primed. And if any of you have got some go-to recovery sessions during taper, I'd love to hear about them. Once again, thank you for being here and enjoying this content. In 3 days' time, I will be at the start line of my first ever 50-mile ultramarathon, and I cannot wait.